Hey y'all, it's your VSG Bestie, and we are down to day 23, left till baby Gio's arrival on February 19th. Let's talk about it. Before we go any further, in the words of Barry, your mother, have you taken your multivitamins? I'm taking the ProCare prenatal bariatric supplements. So I take them at night. For some reason, they work out better than when I take them in the day. So let's go ahead and take those. So let's get to it. Now, aside from my ProCare prenatal bariatric multivitamin, link in bio, code VSG Bestie for 10% off. I also take uh, these other supplements. I had to take iron. Um, it's called ferrous sulfate 325 milligram tablets. I guess that's another pharmaceutical name for iron. I have to take two of these a day. But because I am taking iron and y'all know my relationship with the toilet, I have to take stool softeners along with it. So that's important. For those who don't know, iron has a tendency of getting you constipated. So, in addition to drinking my fluids, I have to take stool softeners so that way I'm not crying on the toilet, praying to every single God that there is. Yeah. So, in addition to taking my supplements, my iron, I do still take my calcium, but I'm going to have to wait 3 hours before I can take those. So, like, maybe close to like 10 o'clock ish. It's about 6:50 right now. I can take my calcium. But yeah, make sure you don't take those back to back because they somehow don't play nice together. So give yourself at least a 2 to 3 hour window. But yeah, I also have to log my blood pressure. I would show you the top, but it has a lot of my information at the top. But just so you guys get a sense of what I have to log, the date, my AM blood pressure, my PM blood pressure, and if I notice anything in terms of like if I have any headaches or stuff like that throughout the day, I would put it in my comment section. So I'm taking my blood pressure. Let's do it together. Okay, let's see what it comes to. 123 over 77. My pulse is 107. So my heart's a little fast, but it's always been like that. But my pressure is perfect. So I'm going to be logging my blood pressure from now until just before my due date. They want to make sure that there isn't any fluctuation. I do have a history of high blood pressure, although my blood pressure is not high as of recently. Because I did have high blood pressure, there's the concern of previous damage to any of those arteries and vessels from the history of blood pressure. So I have to keep monitoring it throughout the entirety of the pregnancy. So that's fun. Now, one of the things they did mention to me is that should my blood pressure at any point reach a level of over 160 to over 110, I need to take my ass to the hospital to the labor and delivery for evaluation. Mild range is anything 140 over 90, anything between 140 over 90 to 160 over 110 is like concerning. But mine always ends up being beneath that 140 over 90 anyway. So those are all my updates for day 23. Tomorrow will be day 22. Make sure y'all tune in to Talk Barry to Me. That's tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be talking about insurance as it relates to being bariatric, both pre-op and post-op. So this will apply for all of us, all the things that we're probably not tapping into with our insurances. So make sure you tune in. I have a special guest who is an insurance representative with a lot of background knowledge on some of the little nuances with insurance. So that'll be really, really interesting. So make sure you tune in for that. And obviously, I'll have some updates for you guys tomorrow. So make sure you check those out too. Bye. Wanna protect it. Don't know how somebody like you put me in my feet. Got me saying,